Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out LiboView. Today we're going to talk about a hotspot. The hotspot I want to talk about is this one here. It is a ZTE SPro 2, and this is the silver one. And I got this one through T-Mobile. However, you don't have to have T-Mobile to use this hotspot. The way this thing is marketed, it's marketed as a projector. However, if you have Verizon, AT&T, Cricket, Net 10, T-Mobile, those for sure, and maybe some other ones, it does have a provision for a SIM card that allow you to have basically a big fat tablet. That's what it really is. It runs on a Snapdragon 800 processor from Qualcomm. It moves pretty quick. It also has ability for HDMI in. It also has ability for USB in. It also has a micro SD slot. So what you can do is play your movies on this thing, and the reason that you would want to do that is it has a projector and it's pretty decent. It's not bad. I noticed that even in our household, I did some watching of a baseball game, and even though it's not 1080p quality, it's 780, and the picture's pretty good, even though our wall that I was broadcasting it on isn't a flat wall. It's kind of like paneling, and it's not even a pure white. It's kind of an off-white, almost a beige. And I still been able to watch the game with it, which I was really surprised. The reason that I got this was I do RVing, and we had a portable hotspot that sat in our drawer in the house until we went camping. I had data that was being paid for and accumulating on that device, and I could have hooked up my computer or something like that and tried to use the data up until we went camping. But I wanted to make it to where we could utilize it, maybe if I was out in the garage or if I was out on the porch in the evening. And using this projector, I can do that. Now, it does work off Wi-Fi. You don't have to have mobile data. But the whole reason I got it was because of mobile data. So let's take a closer look at it so you can see some of the features. You can see here, my hands are rather large, so it's not extremely big, but it's something that I wouldn't be carrying around with me. Even though they give you a pretty decent case, we'll look at in a little bit here. I want to show you the device. Of course, it's on. It's just like a tablet, press and hold, and you can see it comes up with apps just like any other device would. The other thing that I like about this, other than it being a projector, is how easy it is to turn on the projector. Usually you would have, some buttons or some switches or something like that, but in this case you have just a little float button here. You can put this anywhere. You can see, just click and drag it. You can click that and it'll bring up some features as far as the autofocus, the projector brightness, or if the projector's on or off. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, though. You just take 3 fingers and swipe up. When you do that, it turns on the projector and it automatically focuses. It's got a keystone feature, so if the projector's tilted one way or the other, which I'll let you see, the projector's on there. If it's tilted up one way or the other, it will adjust to make it to where the picture is leaning in and out correctly on the wall. So if you have it setting real low, you don't have it to where the top of the picture is much bigger than the bottom of the picture. And to turn off the projector, it's the same way. Don't go quite to the top of the screen. In the middle would do okay, and then 3 fingers down. So that makes it nice as far as turning on and off. And again, you can see it's just normal applications, just like you would find on a tablet, that allow you to navigate like you would, again, just like a tablet. The only difference that I see is whenever you want to remove everything, you got to hold one of these buttons to pull that up, but that's just the feature of the device. Now, looking at the device a little bit closer, we'll go ahead and turn this off. You can see there's the port. You got an HDMI, you have a USB, and then a micro SD card. Of course, your SIM goes here. There's a power supply, and then a headphone jack too, although the speaker is pretty loud. The other thing that you can do is, if you'd like, it has a 1/4 inch screw on the bottom. If you put it on a stand of some sort, you can position it however you need to basically make your own little movie theater if you want. On the side here is a couple buttons. It's just for volume control. And as far as the brightness of the projector, if it's running on battery, it's a little bit more dim. It's still viewable. It has to be in low light. With it plugged in, that low light can be a little bit brighter and it will still broadcast to where you can see it. Again, this is really cool to have instead of a stupid little black box that just all it does is be a hotspot. So you can kind of see why I picked that up. It does some fantastic broadcasting of a picture, so again, you can have your own little theater. The fact that it's a hotspot and it does all this, it's just win-win all the way around for me. I just hated the fact that my old hotspot sat in the drawer and we didn't do anything with it until we went camping, and I was glad that I had it and it did a good job. It was a ZTE brand just like this one, and I wasn't familiar with that brand until that old hotspot, and I was surprised at the kind of signal that I would pick up, so that's why I went ahead and went with this one here. All of it fits in the case. The case is pretty sturdy, so I really don't have to worry about accidentally doing something crazy and breaking it. I mean, this is luggage quality, so you're going to get away with beating it up a little bit more than you would with some of the cheaper cases that come with some of the tablets and stuff like that. Pretty nice. So if you guys are looking to pick up something that is not only a mobile hotspot, but also doubles as a tablet and also triples as a projector and a media player, this is great. This is a great item to have. Click the link down below. It's going to take you right to it. At that point, if you decide you want to add a cellular plan, you can contact your cell phone provider and you can ask them if they can add this on like a tablet, which that's basically all it is. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. Bye.